For 2019, Belfast, Northern Ireland played host for the year's opening weekend of Arenacross action. The Irish crowd saw a new hero emerge and a former champion return. Both racers enjoyed successful first nights inside the SSE arena. But this is Arenacross, and anything can happen.
Are you ready? Arenacross! Yes!
After a 5-year absence, Irishman Martin Barr makes his return to the AX stage. The Crescent Yamaha pilot flew to an 8th place finish in Friday night's Super Final. He was the 3rd Pro Lights rider across the line. The legions of Irish fans finally have a new hero.
Yeah, you know, for 2019 with Crescent Yamaha, it's been really good. You know, obviously the opportunities came up to ride the Arenacross the last few years. I've been riding for various teams, and you know, they've just wanted me to concentrate on the outdoors. Where the opportunity to come up, me and Matt was speaking towards the end of last year, and we put something together, and I'm excited to be back here again. You know, my last Arenacross was 2013, so you know, 5-year layoff. It's changed quite a bit, and you know, the French riders and Italian riders that do it now they're very special. You know, this morning in practice was my first time in, you know, a long time of actually doing an Arenacross track. So I just bedded myself in nice and easy. But you know, I'm really happy to be back, and you know, hopefully I can kickstart a good season. It's going to be a busy year. You know, obviously I'm doing a lot of the behind the scenes as well. You know, the graphics, plastics, all bits and pieces, and I just hope it doesn't interrupt my training, my practicing, and all the rest of it. And you know, still based in Northern Ireland, there's going to be a lot of travelling back and forward, but it is what it is. You know, I'm not one to lie down to it. I'll just get stuck in, and you know, hopefully, you know, we can have a good season together. I still feel as if there's a British Championship in me in the outdoors, and you know, that's my main focus. I'm in the Pro Lights class for the Arenacross, you know, so I'm on a 250 all weekend, and you know, I chose that class because that's what I'm going to be racing this year. And you know, but being away for so long, I was just more comfortable on a 250. So stacked the class, so many race winners possible in the main event. So I'm just looking for a good start and just go out and ride my own race, and you know, just go out and enjoy it. And you know, if I'm enjoying it, I'll be going good, and you know, hopefully I come away with a solid result tonight. It's my debut race for Crescent Yamaha, so you know, I want to go out on a high. I only live 20 minutes from here, so it's going to be fantastic. You know, a lot of family and friends have you know, got their tickets booked and are coming along tonight, and just the whole build-up all week. You know, we've been involved with the Arenacross for schools, which basically 175 kids came here on Wednesday. They got to see behind the scenes of, you know, the track being built, the lorries coming in, the digger work, and just the whole build-up to let people see what's actually involved in you know, setting up an Arenacross. We've been down at downtown doing radio interviews, BBC, UTV, so we've been doing a fair bit, and hopefully it'll all work out. You know, I know the ticket sales have gone very good, and I think both nights is nearly sold out now, so it's going to be mad. You know, it's, you know, your home race, no matter where you are, whether it's Desert Martin or Belfast for the Arenacross. We're all petrol heads over here, and the fans get behind us, and you know, if you're fighting for a top position, you know, you can hear the crowd. If you're here for the first time as a spectator, you're more or less involved with the race. You can smell the fumes, you're right trackside, you know, so just the atmosphere is electric, and there's no other sport you get that same feeling with. It's my home round. You want to do the best you can in front of everybody. You know, to have my debut race for Crescent Yamaha at Belfast, it's going to be absolutely fantastic, and hopefully I can go out and, you know, put on a show and, you know, be in the mix. You know, I'm being realistic. I'm not expecting to go out and win it. With the guys I'm racing against, you know, they do this week in, week out, and they're Supercross only riders. So, but as long as I go out and give myself the best shot, ride as best I can, you know, I'll know I'll not be too far away. You know, this morning's qualification at times weren't bad at all. I was actually quite surprised with, you know, how close I was off them. So, you know, I have no doubt with a couple more weeks under my belt, you know, I'll improve every weekend. But yeah, for sure tonight I want to go out and, you know, put on a show and, you know, hopefully we can come away with a decent result.
Meanwhile, in the 450 class, a former champion returns once again in order to do battle for the AX Championship. Fabien Izoird is back to reclaim the crown that was his in 2014. A second-place finish in the Friday night Super Final started off the Frenchman's season in the right way.
Yeah, I'm feeling better, of course, because I have maybe 3 or 4 consecutive injuries. So after winning the title, Arenacross in 2014, I think. Yeah. Last year was not so bad with my Honda from Belfast of Dave Thorpe team, but a big mistake in I think in the year in Belfast. My teammate pushed me out the track and not go in the main, so I lost many points and I lost the podium for the championship. But new challenge for me, riding Kawasaki now. Really happy to be on the green on the green machine. So yeah, I'm working harder, but not many time on the bike at the moment. But a really good feeling. So yeah, hopefully I have a good season here. After 6 years on the same team in France, 4 years for Honda, I want to change a little bit for new motivation, for new experience. So. And I had a good deal with a French Kawasaki team, teammate with Greg Aranda for the next 2 years. So yeah, I think it's good to change sometimes, and yeah, I have the opportunity to ride in Kawi also here. So, and I think when you're riding on the same bike everywhere, that's better. So yeah, that's the deal, to ride in Kawasaki everywhere. So that's why I tell you, new challenge, new motivation. So let's go for the new season. The schedule, I think, was not so bad. It's really amazing to riding with the 250, and when you have the good rider, the 450 rider, go down in 250 class, in light class. So like we have here Teye, Souberas, Escoffier, Lebeau, and Joe Clayton also riding really good. So yeah, that's fun. I just a little bit disappointed for the Hunter in the Super Final, you know, to the gate pick. Was a little mistake for us, for the 450 guys. But anyway, I showed you yesterday, when riding, maybe I enter 8th place, I can take a good start. So hopefully I have the same chance to everyone. But no, the schedule was not so bad. It's of course a little bit different to every supercrosses. That's great to be in Arenacross for the 1 year again. I've of course the best moment here when I'm riding Kawasaki and win the title with LP Kawasaki. Not the good moment when Angelo Perini broken my leg, but that's the racing, you know. So yeah, I'm happy to be back, and I try to give my best for finish on the top of Kawasaki again. In Super Final, you know, it's 15 laps. It's long, but it's really short also, because if you crash, or it's really easy to lose the position. But for when you're fighting for win, the position was really difficult for pass, because every time when you push the rider for pass him, you have one behind you also try to pass you. So that's really difficult, and sometimes track was really slippery. Today was more technical, more supercross. So, and we see the gap was a little bit different today. So, but we will see. I try to take a good start like every time, good speed and no crash, of course, not big mistake, and we will see tonight. You know, I think the championship can be win not when you win the main or the super final, it's when you have the bad day. So I remember in 2014 when I win the championship, I really close, if I'm not on the podium, I really close every time, and that's, I think, why I win the title. So yeah, I think you need to be consistent all years, and every race, every motors, every start, you need to be here, not a big mistake for take good lap and good time every time. Good feeling, so that's very important, and of course a good start for the good place and finish on the top.
machine. We didn't mention that Julia Lowe is the first 250 to make the super final podium, which she did last night.
There's Martin Barr and the calling. You didn't get him.
Get behind this guy. Martin Barr coming up through. And we got Ben Corner. These are your 200.
These two here. Get behind your Irish contingent, Northern Irish contingent. Masuras is looking tough tonight. He's ready.
Yes.
He wants to make the first rider in Arenacross history tonight to make this the super final and win it.
Suras number 1. Running down the whoops. Valentin Tillier having a much better time of it. Came last night in second place. Then we got the bow. Our podium finisher in third place from last night in third. And a Scottier just a little on the pace in fourth.
Oh, Martin Barr, come on. You need to get behind Martin Barr, number 50.
There's your man, Martin Barr.
He needs your help. He definitely needs your help to hold off Diego Brescia behind him there. Come on, get behind Martin, number 50. He's your hometown hero.
Oh, that was a beautiful middle section. Diego Garcia looking for the close-up right there. Oh, look at this. Martin needs to close the door on it right now. He just about does. This is where the race is at. Belfast, get behind. He's got a little bit of daylight there now.
Come on, Martin.
Now we are in the latter stages. We have got 3 laps left right now. Can Martin hold him up?
I know one thing, Diego won't be popular if he takes this man out of the equation. You've also got to remember that Martin Barr, your hometown hero, has not raced Arenacross for 5 years, so he's going to be a little bit rusty. Oh, he's doing all he can. Come on, Martin!
Belfast, don't let this happen. Get behind your guy. Oh, Diego. Is he okay?
Carnage! Okay, we need some yellow flags out there, but obviously Martin's gone down hard. Along with Diego, I hope he's okay. We told you Arenacross has action. We've never been through an event where there's an incident. I really hope Martin's okay.
Guys, get behind this man. He took a hell of a pounding. Martin's not the sort to give up. He's obviously in pain. There was nothing unfair about that. Diego was racing completely fairly.
Give it up to Martin Barr! And your race winner, number 1, Cedric Sunaras! What an opening moto!
Yeah, it was a tough first heat, you know, obviously I got caught up in the first corner, got caught over the bales and stuff, you know, so I was having to come back through the pack, and me and another rider basically came together with a couple laps to go, and I hit the takeoff of the finish line jump pretty hard, and I've dislocated and I think I've maybe broke my finger as well, but it's a tough blow, you know, obviously I want to ride. I feel like I could ride, but unless you're 100% against these Supercross specialists, you know, I don't want to go out there and do something silly and get even more injured, so, you know, it's a tough call to call it a night, especially at my home race, but it's, unfortunately that's the way it is.
On the shop neck, I was happy that's Fabien Izoird. This is it! It's the fourth! Another dynamic start from number 20.
That's really taking a wall ride. Did you see that there?
Miranda is right where he wants to be, but his main protagonist last night was number 3 on the SR75 World Super Machine. That was Charles Francois. Has he got anything for Gregory Aranda? Ash Greeny's in the back of the field, so he's going to have to get on a charge.
But look at this, Jeff. Jaffrey down in third place. Guys and girls, get behind this guy here. Number 10 is our British rider in the mix straight from the get-go. He's got former AX champion Fabien Izoird right behind this guy.
Oh no! His one goes down and that causes carnage behind. But Masuna goes through. Austin Root, the American, never done Arenacross like this before. I spoke to him earlier, he said this is a completely different deal.
The German crowd right behind him.
Now Fabien Izoird, number 4, he had a solid ride last night. Finished third in the final if I remember. Oh! Sheffield just out. I think he hit neutral there and that messed up his line a little bit.
What's up with what's happening in that corner? Sheffield's going to have to work hard. This
Yeah.
one straight back in the game. There's the middle section.
There's number 4 moving up the spot. He's formidable.
But that is CCLA here. Number 3 and number 20. Gregor Aranda just got out his own catching them now. This is where the race is at. Right here. Bayliss, Sheffield, Greeley, Fabien Izoird looks like he's gone. With Austin Root, the American, having a crazy good time of it compared to yesterday. Chaparral, hold this ball.
Yeah, I've got to give it up to Osnabrück, number 130. He's learning this thing fast. Because he was a little bit out of sorts last night. Talk about giving it the commentator's curse. Sorry, Austin.
Totally your fault, yeah.
I'll take the rap for that one.
11-1 start was a little bit crazy. Start fourth, I think, and after lap number 3, I crashed on the very slippery corner. So I think I restart the last one maybe, and come back 6th. So of course disappointed, but that's the race. So now we will see the main event too. I hope to finish on the top 5 overall for go directly on the main. That's the goal, because the head-to-head and the LCQ was very difficult. So I give my best for the second main, and we will see.
Oh, there's a wobble, and it is. Oh, look at that from. It's Charles de Francois getting ahead of Greg Aranda. So this is where we go last night. 9 is where your cheers need to be right now. And tracking down number 10. These guys are doing it for the Brits. Number 17, Nash Greeny, Bayless having a big old battle. But Chatfield is in contention. Look at Chatfield go. He is not giving up on Nicky Tori at all. Nicky Tori is in his sights right here. Number 9, number 64. A little bit of a wobble from Chatfield right there. Can he keep right in front of you?
Listen, it'd be great to get Aaron in the final. This could well be his last Arenacross tour. He's the 2013 champion, and he's showing why. Come on, Shatters.
Shatters is working absolutely every angle. A little bit slow right there.
Oh, it was now. Matt, the two shot tech riders nearly get together there.
Right fast.
I've got to say, beautiful technique from Fabien Izoird. He turned on the sixpence, up the inside, still tripled in, and gained loads on the riders in front. That's rider number 4. He was the 2014 champion, and then unfortunately he took a bad injury the following year, broke his leg. But he's coming back to some real form. Number 4, because that's where he finished in last year's series.
Come on, Shatters. With a wobble from Chatfield.
Oh, carnage! Chatfield and Izoird go down. Oh no! Adam was right in the mix. It's just not going his way. Oh, I'm gutted for Adam Chatfield.
But it's just one of those things. That's a Arenacross.
Oh, look at Izoird fighting back straight away. Number 4, he takes 2 riders in one section. So Izoird is fighting to transfer directly into that main event.
Make some noise for Adam Chatfield right here. He was doing so well. It wasn't his fault. That's Arenacross. He is going to be so gutted.
Your winner, yet again, number 20 from France, Gregory Aranda on the Team Green Kawasaki machine.
I want to know what that photo is like right there.
Two disastrous races in the first half of the night meant that Izoird had failed to qualify directly into the super final, meaning that he would have to enter the dreaded head-to-head gauntlet in order to advance.
So here we got Joe Clayton lining up against Fabien Izoird, the rider that finished 4th in the Pro Championship last year. We got a 450 machine against the 250. Against 250, Joe trying the undercut.
Oh, he's got out of it. He's got out of it. Is he going to go wide and then inside? Yes, he is. Oh, there's so much power there in that 450.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
Joe is lagging now.
He's going to have to work so hard here against this 450. You can say, well, that's not fair, but that's the new format for this year. We're bringing in Joe's on him though. Look at the way
Not far off. He's not far off.
But that's the new format for this year. We wanted 450s and 250s riding together, so the top 6 from each class can make the final. But Fab looks like he's got this one under control.
Move it up for Fabien.
Right, ready. Okay. Shackle's on the last race. Ash shows him hard, but Fab's got it covered. Don't know how long. Oh, you got all that street line. You really go.
S2E2 Belfast. Tough night. The track deteriorated quite a lot, so we had to make changes to the bike. Every change we made was good, helped all 3 riders out every race. Fabien went into the head-to-head. To be fair, it looked like he made it look easy, but it only takes a little mistake and you can be out. But yeah, he got through the head-to-head, into the final, into the super final, and then a bad start. It started pulling through, tangled up with a couple of riders, and he got a lucky break. He passed 2 in 1. He pulled all the way through to 6, and he salvaged a good night there, because could have gone a lot worse. But we're happy with 6. Obviously, build on everything that we've gone, and hopefully next round in Birmingham we can do better and get back on the box where I think he belongs.
Yeah, second main, not like I would like. 2-time crash, and I don't know how many places I finished, but I'm not on qualified directly on the main. So I need to go on the head-to-head, and the head-to-head was very nervous because you know, everybody can win. So you can be the faster every weekend and not qualify in the head-to-head. So I give my best. I stay really focused on the head-to-head, and I win the head-to-head. So I'm really happy to go directly and not go in the LCQ races. And in the main, start in the second line, and start was really shit, you know, because after the second corner, a lot of people touched underbar to bar, so was really crazy. Cannot jump the first time the finish line, so everybody rolled. So start maybe 10 or something like that, and come back 6. So it was not so bad. Just of course a little bit disappointed to not be on the podium, but when you go on the head-to-head, was I think not possible to go on the podium. So yeah, okay, 6 for today was not so bad finale, but I tried to give. I hope it's my last result for the year, because I'm here for go on the front and maybe win the title. So I know Greg was very faster, but I think I can beat him. But I need to better lap time and better start. So we will see next round in Birmingham.